Here's some integration advice for Extension 2 students. This question's from the 2021 HSC. Average result was a bit less than 2 out of 3. We want to find an appropriate substitution to evaluate this integral. So have a think, have a look at it, and think about what you would substitute to make this integral a little bit simpler. If you're thinking we can substitute u equals x squared minus 9, you are correct. That will definitely work. What I would prefer to do though, which is going to make the algebra a little bit simpler, and I'll show you what I mean, is I'm going to substitute the entire square root by saying u squared is equal to x squared minus 9. Works out to be much easier, and I'll show you how. We're going to take the substitution and differentiate both sides. So the left-hand side turns into 2u with respect to u, and the right-hand side turns into 2x with respect to x, so dx. Divide both sides by 2, and we have u du equals x dx. All right, before we go any further, let's figure out our limits. Let's sub root 10 and root 13 into our substitution here. So first one is u squared equals the square root of 10 squared minus 9. This gives us 10 minus 9, so u squared is equal to 1. So now u is going to be positive or negative 1, and we'll just take the positive solution for the purposes of this question. Similar deal by subbing in the square root of 13 into this, and then solving for u, we end up with u equal to 2. Okay, so now subbing this into my integral, what I'm going to do is write my integral by having the x cubed and just splitting that up by putting the x squared here and putting the extra x on the end, because there I have x dx, and that's what I'm going to substitute for u du, so it works out really nicely. So changing my limits to 1 and 2, we've got the square root here is our substitution, which is going to become u, and on the end, the x dx is now a u du. So last thing to fix up is I still have an x squared in my integral, so I'll go back to my substitution and say, all right, if u is x squared minus 9, rearranging this, I get that x squared is equal to u plus 9. So now putting that back in here, x squared becomes u squared plus 9. I've got u squared du, and now it's a super friendly and easy integral. We can expand it out to get u to the power of 4 plus 9u squared. Now we can just integrate using our power rule, so we get u to the 5 over 5 plus 9u cubed over 3. And now if you're an Extension 2 student, you know how to take it from here. Let me know if you end up with a final answer of 136 over 5, and hopefully this helps you for your HSC exam. Thanks so much for watching.